Hello, is anyone there? Oh hey. So I'm back with a makeup tutorial, and if you don't like a dewy, messy, imperfect makeup look, this is not the tutorial for you. Click off now. For the rest of you, keep on watching. So today's video is the wet look that I have for the Blogosphere magazine, which I am downgrading to a wearable version of the wet look, the sweat look. I personally love this. I love the makeup look that they did on me, and I wanted to come home and create a wearable version. So this is both for me and for you. I hope you guys enjoy. So here goes nothing with this voiceover. I promise I will get better at these. But I'm starting off with the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Primer, and I'm just using this to give a more even, perfect look to my skin, and also give my skin some longevity throughout the day, because I'm going to be adding a lot of glow over the top of this. Then over the top, I applied the Vita Liberata Beauty Blur Sunless Glow. This gives you the most dewy, glowy look. It's insane, and it tans you whilst you're wearing it. It is goals. I'm running out, I'm scared. I hope my new one arrives before I run out, because otherwise there will be tears. So once my base is all beautiful and glowy, I'm going in and I'm spot concealing using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 190. I dropped this on the floor, it looks an absolute mess. Moving on. And I'm also blending that using my IT Cosmetics dual-ended brush, which you will see me use a lot in this video. I don't use a ton of brushes. We are low maintenance over this end of YouTube. Holler at me in the comments if you're also low maintenance with your brushes. Let's start a club. I will be chairman. Then I'm going to set my makeup using the Bare Minerals Dew Mist. This is new to me. It's a beautiful setting spray. It gives you a really lovely dewy glow, and I'm obsessed with it. And there's me singing. Yeah, cool. And then, for once, remember to prep my lips for later on using the Fenty Beauty Lip Balm. This stuff is glorious. It smells so good, feels so good on your lips. So once my foundation and concealer is done, I go in with the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Foundation Stick, and I use this to contour. I think I'm using the shade 09. I will clarify that in the info box, because I do not have all my products in front of me. I'm actually sitting in my fake tan whilst I do this. It's a real sight to see. And again, I'm blending that in with my IT Cosmetics dual-ended brush. I wasn't joking when I said that you would be seeing this a lot. So once I feel like my base is starting to look dewy enough and contoured enough, I then take it up a notch. I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand. I love this. This shade is stunning. It's like a yellowy golden colour. It's perfect for when you're doing a bronzy look. And I blend that over my cheekbones, over my temples, down my nose, the inner corner of my eye, basically anywhere that the light could hit, it is there. And to blend that in, I'm using a MAC stippling brush. Then we're moving on to brows, and I'm using a YSL Brow Stilo. I freaking love this brow product. It's one of my all-time favourites. And I'm just carving out quite a rounded brow. This is my favourite brow shape of all time. I think I've been sticking with this for a while now. Fun fact, for the cover photo specifically, I did my brows for that makeup look. And that's because they're one of the parts of my makeup that makes me feel the most me. And being on the cover of something, I guess I just wanted them to feel like they normally would. But if you do pick up the magazine for the rest of the shoot, you'll see they're quite neutral and a little bit more pared down than they usually would be. But I love a bold brow. I think it's a strong look, especially when you're involving like a wet look in the situation as well. So once brows are done, I'm moving on to eyes, and I'm starting off by using the MAC Groundwork Paint Pot. This is just to kind of set my eyes as much as you possibly can when you're going to go in and make them really, really dewy and borderline slippy. So I'm just blending that over my eyes using a flat MAC brush. I will pop all the brush names in the info box below. And then I'm using MAC's Soft Brown from my MAC palette all over my eyelid, and this is pretty much an exact dupe for the shade that was used on set. Ever since I did that shoot, I've been really, really loving this eye look, and this colour in particular. I just think it's really beautiful. It's the perfect, like, not too warm, not too cool toned, not too light, not too dark brown eyeshadow. Just really warms my face up, and I love it a lot. And I'm blending that out through my crease as well using a Real Techniques brush. I really love this one. I love the wand of it. It's just so cute. And I'm following that up by using the Too Faced Natural Lust palette. I'm applying a more cool toned mid brown underneath my eyes, and then using two darker brown shades through my crease and the outer corner of my eyes just to add more definition. And I do go quite far under my lash line, further than I normally would doing this, because that was what was done for the shoot, and I actually really loved it. It gave my eyes some real definition, and I thought it was pretty cool. And on the subject of definition, I'm then going to be adding some more using the NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner. This is in the brown shade. I apply it along the top lash line and then blend it out using a tiny, tiny, tiny Real Techniques brush. And I then take two of the darker brown shadows from the Too Faced palette, and I blend that over the top as well, just to give it a really smudgy, blown out look. Once that's done, I just used a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and then I've kind of squared off MAC brush to map out a little bit more definition around my eyeshadows, just because it was quite precisely done on the shoot. And I don't know if the makeup artist was just much better at makeup than me, most likely, but it's definitely more precise, and my makeup always ends up looking a little bit more blown out. So this was me just trying to control the area that had eyeshadow on it, which I think is especially important when you're about to do what we are about to do, and that is add some of the YSL Eye Gloss Smudger. I've been dying to use this stuff in a tutorial for way too long now, and this is my moment, guys. Here we are. I really hope you guys like this tutorial, because otherwise I will cry tears of sadness for weeks and weeks on end. Just know that. So please like this video and subscribe if you're new. Shameless plug over. So I'm just taking the flat brush that I used earlier for my eyeshadow, and I'm just dipping it into the product that I've popped on the back of my hand, and then applying it all over my eyelid, and then also almost to the brow bone. And I do that because it gives a really nice highlight to the brow bone, as well as contributing to the whole wet look. And there you have it. It was that quick and easy. And then I'm moving on to mascara, and first up I always use a dry YSL The Curler Mascara wand. I just find it separates my lashes really beautifully and adds a little bit of definition, but mainly just preps them for the Bare Minerals Lashtopia mascara, which I adore. It gives you like a real false lash look, and honestly it just makes my eyelashes look amazing. I cannot rave about this mascara enough. It's just my all-time fave at the moment, and that combined with the YSL mascaras are just so perfect. So once mascara is done and I'm happy with how outrageously long my eyelashes are, I then moved on to blush, and I'm using the Daniel Sandler watercolor blush. I'm using this because it gives a really dewy sheen to the skin, and it's also got a lot of glow to it as well, so it just gives that perfectly dewy look without actually making the skin too wet, and your makeup doesn't move around too much. And I just apply that with my fingers and then blend it in with my IT Cosmetics brush. Again, should add this to my YouTube bingo. And then we're moving on to lips, and I used small amounts of quite a few products for this just because I was playing about with getting the best effect. But I used my Colourpop liquid lipstick, and I just dabbed a small amount onto the center of my lips just because that's where I tend to lose the most pigment, and they're obviously the driest, so there's less color there. So I just kind of added in a little bit of nude pigment to the center of my lips, and then went over the top with the NARS Orgasm lip balm, and then just dabbed a small amount of the new Glossier lip balm onto my lips as well. And this one is beautiful. It's got little flecks of glitter in it, which aren't super noticeable, but as you can see, it just gives like almost like a diamond sheen to your lips. It is freaking gorgeous, and that is all I'm going to say on that. And there you have it. There is a lot of me posing. There is my finished sweat look, which looks better and better throughout the day, in my humble opinion. I hope you've really enjoyed this tutorial. I promise I'll get better at voiceovers. I've actually done this one twice. Fun fact for you, if you made it to the end. Oh, if you made it to the end, also leave a little black heart emoji in the comments, because I want to see those. Also, if you want to pick up a copy of the magazine, you can get them from WH Smith's. That is where I'm going to leave it. Thank you so much to anyone who has bought a copy. Thank you so much if you watched all the way to the end, if you've left a comment, even if you just clicked on this video. Hope you guys loved it, and I will see you again in my next video. Love you, bye.